Hello everyone, Cara Melendi here, wishing you a happy full moon in Sagittarius. I'm so excited to share some details on this full moon because this is a beautiful, powerful, transformational energy that we are all stepping into right now. So yes, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the good luck planet, and it's just pouring into us all this amazing abundance energy and ability to transform and rise above your challenges. So lots of goodness. It's also forming some amazing aspects that I'm going to look at as well. And as always, I'm going to guide you in manifesting with this energy. So say hi as you jump on. Hi, Alice and Jamie and Teresa and Heather and Ryan. Yes, so great to have you here. Happy full moon. Share with me below, what are you releasing in this full moon energy? As always with the full moon, it's an invitation from the universe to let go of what is no longer serving you. And again, especially with these energies, I'm feeling that you're going to be able to release this with ease, and even more than release it, you're going to be able to rise above it, which is really ingrained in the Sagittarius energy. I also ask that you share this out so we can spread this information and help people work with this full moon energy. Hi, Anna. How are you? Definitely say hi as you jump in. Hello, Alice. Welcome, welcome, Christina. And we are almost, we're just over the peak of the full moon. This was at, I think it was 10:19 a.m. Eastern time, where it was actually the peak of the full moon energy. So we are still very much in that energy right now, feeling it. A full moon can also bring things to the surface. And I'd love to hear from you. How are you feeling with this energy? Full moons are amplifiers of what is going on in your life. And overall, it is really infusing a very optimistic energy right now because we're working with Sagittarius. So Sagittarius energy is related to optimism. It's related to good fortune. It's related to good luck. It's related to expansion. And it's symbolized by the centaur. So it has this really magical quality to it as well, right? It's like half human and half horse. So it's this ability to really transform what isn't working in your life. And Sagittarius, I love that this energy really embodies the knowing that you can get from wherever you are to wherever you want to be. And that life is meant to be fun. Life is meant to be joyful. And if something isn't working in your life, whether that's your career, whether that's a relationship, you have the ability to change that. And Sagittarius energy is that reminder that you don't need to stay stuck in situations that are not working for you. You are not meant to stay in situations that aren't working. And if you just think of the image of the centaur, it's just pointing that bow and arrow where you want to go and galloping in that direction and following it and having the energy and the passion to do that. So let me know if you're harnessing that energy, if you are feeling that. I think that's probably the highest form of expression in really working with this energy right now, is realizing that I can transform an area in my life where I'm feeling stuck. If something isn't working, there's no reason that I need to stay there because I have everything I need to rise above that and to seek out higher truth. Sagittarius is also the sign of the zodiac that deals with philosophy, wisdom. It's a very spiritual energy as well. So we're really pulling in that knowledge. It's about connecting to the truth of who you are, the truth that you are a powerful creator, the truth that you do not need to stay in places where you feel stuck in your life, that you can rise above that. Okay, let me see what's going on in the chat here. Yeah, so definitely say hi if you are jumping in. Share this out. Hello, Melissa. Bonnie, thank you so much. Have been so positive and joyful, opening up much more, channeling this weekend. Love that. Jennifer, releasing my need for acceptance. Powerful. And Jennifer, you know what? The Sagittarius energy can really help you with that as well, because it really embodies that this is just who I am. This is how I show up in the world. And it's not a sign or an energy that's about people pleasing. It's more just about, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to go on the next adventure. So we can really harness that right now. And again, channel that in an area where you're feeling stuck. So this is really powerful for just releasing people pleasing, releasing any limiting beliefs that are not in alignment with your truth. Anything that's like holding you back or keeping you playing small. Sagittarius is about fully like stepping up and stepping into your power as well. And definitely there's this trend right now. So anytime there's a full moon, we have the sun in the opposite sign. So we are in Gemini season right now. And both Gemini and Sagittarius, they're opposite signs. So there's this polarity. So there's always like this sense of tension with the full moon as well, but both of these signs deal with knowledge and they deal with learning. So I'm also getting a feel from this energy that it's about taking the knowledge that you have, taking what you've learned, and really applying that in your life. This is really like, it's a fire energy too, so it's about application. Am I applying what I know? And especially with Sagittarius, it goes even beyond like knowledge or things we learn. It's about connecting with the wisdom of who you are, the truth of who you are at your core, and being able to transform that in your life. Hello, Donna. So definitely, I'd love to hear, what are you releasing? What are you letting go of in this full moon? We can energetically hold space for one another as we just release what isn't working. One of my favorite things around the full moon is I also do like tapping. I do EFT to let go of that energy. For all my crystal lovers, this is a really good time to put your crystals out as well and just set the intention that it's going to absorb this lunar energy, especially with Sagittarius, that you're just going to pull in some optimism in your life. So another thing that I want to, well, there's many things I want to share around this full moon, really, because there's lots of positive aspects we're going to look at as well. But because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is often known as the good luck planet, it's really to kind of look at your life. Are you open to receiving good fortune? So a couple days ago, I watched on YouTube this experiment that they did around luck. And they asked people in advance, like, do you consider yourself a lucky person? Do you think you're a lucky person? And measured that. And then they went through these different, different tests, or they set up these different situations to see how people responded. And the ones that thought they were lucky or like labeled themselves as a lucky person actually had more good fortune. And I'd love to hear your perspective on this, but for me personally, like, I think luck is something that we create in our life, that it's a frequency we tap into. And in the full moon of Sagittarius, it's like, are you tapping into that good fortune? Do you believe that things can go well for you? Do you believe that things can fall into place in your life? Because if you're in that place of expectancy, it's going to happen so much more easier, and you're going to notice in your environment things that are working, things that you're already grateful for. And the law of attraction and manifestation, it's all about vibration and the energy that you're connecting to. So if you're in a place of believing, yes, I deserve abundance and prosperity, yes, good things happen for me, it's going to prime your brain to already notice how that's happening in your environment, and it's going to energetically draw that to you. So I think this energy of the full moon is really a reminder of that as well, of how much control in many ways that we do have over what's happening by simply adjusting our mindset and adjusting our energy. So yes, let me know if that resonates. I thought that was so cool, that experiment, and just really resonated with what I know about good fortune and luck and how we can have more control over that than we think. And of course, the cosmic energies right now are inviting you to step in and embrace that. Hello, Michelle and Danielle and Rachel and Victoria. I'm going to scroll up in case sometimes I miss comments, but I always love going back and answering your questions later. Donna's saying, I'm releasing not being deserving and abundant to reverse into I am very deserving and abundant, holding that energetic space for you, Donna. And because you're a member of the sisterhood as well, I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards for guidance later for everybody that's part of that membership site. So stay tuned for that, Donna. Jennifer, I feel I'm incredibly blessed and encourage more blessings to come my way. Love it. Tara, yes, a change of vibration. Just made a post about this. Awesome. Hi, Rashi. How are you? Thanks for jumping on. And Shayna, hello, hello. Okay, so now I want to look at some of the aspects that it's forming as well. So in astrology, when we talk about aspects, it's basically just meaning like the location of the planets in relation to one another. And sometimes they form challenging aspects, and other times it's referred to as harmonious. And there's a lot of really harmonious connections that are being made with this full moon energy. So the first one is the moon is forming a sextile with Mars in Aquarius. So Mars is, the planet of Mars is like a very fiery energy as well. It embodies the archetype of the divine masculine in the zodiac. It's the warrior part of you. It's that spirit that just knows I have the power to take action and transform my reality, and being really confident and assertive in who you are. So teaming up with the full moon in Sagittarius, this is an energy of transformation and rising above. And right now Mars is in Aquarius, which is an air sign, but it's very much about progression and just moving forward and challenging the status quo. So I'm feeling like collectively we're really stepping into a new level of consciousness. Let me know if you relate to that. Like, are you feeling an energetic shift collectively where we're like stepping into this new level of how we're seeing things, how we're relating to one another? And I think on like a personal level too, you're really going to feel that shift as well of realizing that you don't have to stay in that place of where you're struggling or where you're in challenges. And not that that isn't a part of life. We all have difficult things that we go through here on Earth, right? Planet Earth. There's challenges that arise. But knowing that that is not meant to be like the foundation of your life, that you can rise above it and you can do your part to transform it. That you're not stuck, right? Think of Sagittarius, the centaur, gallop off in a new direction. You can go in a different direction. So that's a really beautiful aspect. And the sun in Gemini is also trining Mars. So again, it's like this change in your identity, how you're showing up in the world, how you perceive yourself. And I love that these energies are very much about also like using this knowledge, using the wisdom that you have to help the collective, to help society progress and move forward. Because, you know, both of Aquarius and Sagittarius are about the collective and let's rise together, let's move forward together. So that's a lovely aspect. Another thing we have happening with this full moon energy is a grand trine, a grand water trine. And this brings abundance. This brings prosperity. This can really open you up to receiving what you desire, receiving the abundance that surrounds you. So if any of your intentions or things you're working on right now is to attract more prosperity or more money flow in your life, this is really good for that as well. Really good energy. So we have this grand water trine being formed with Jupiter and with Venus and with Neptune, and each of those planets are in water signs right now. So this is a very like loving, harmonious energy that can really enhance your intuitive powers as well. So really tap in and trust your intuition and that inner guidance system and where you're being directed right now in your life to make those changes. And again, this energy will give you like the courage and the drive that you need to fully step up and make the change. Thank you for the hearts. So appreciate it. Okay, so let me scroll down here. Oh, hugs to you, Rashi. Thanks for jumping on. And Amy is relating. Melissa, yes, definitely. I believe we are starting to communicate through our intuition now. Ooh, I like that. Melissa, I feel that more and more as well, right? Like just that telepathy and really being connected to other people, right? And not always needing words to explain, but recognizing that like our energy is actually more powerful. And, you know, I truly believe that. It's like not our words that teach. Our words are powerful, but it's the energy behind them that we really feel in people. Hi, Goddess Rita. Thank you for jumping on. Hi, Caitlin. Happy full moon. Jacqueline, good morning, Jacqueline. And Rita is ready. Awesome, awesome. So if you just jumped on, share with me what you're releasing in this full moon energy. If you're starting to like manifest by working with the moon cycles, you can also take a look at like the intentions that you set at the new moon in Taurus. So some of the things that you have in place that you're working on. And now the full moon, which happens 2 weeks after the new moon, this is a time to check in and say, where am I in relation to my goals? What do I need to adjust? And especially with the full moon, what do I need to release in order to fully step in and like be a vibrational match to what I'm working toward achieving? So really good time to do that check-in as well. Another thing I always love to talk about when we're talking about the full moon, especially since the moon is our intuition, it's our inner world, is also looking at the shadow side of how this can be expressed. manifest. And of course, we look at the shadow side in order to like transform it, because we don't want to ignore the shadow, right? The shadow can aid us in like healing and fully stepping into your like full potential and power. So some of the shadow side of working with Sagittarius can be this thinking of the grass is always greener on the other side. So I just need to get to this next place and then I'll be happy. So while Sagittarius can be this beautiful energy of assisting us to move past what isn't working, and just if we're not enjoying something, realizing I can move on. Why am I staying somewhere I'm not happy? The other side of that can be this constant search that I just need to get to a specific place. Maybe that's a specific money goal, a certain place in your business. Maybe you feel in your relationship, if I just had my soulmate partner, then I'd be happy. So you want to release that thinking and realize I can be happy in the moment. So not that you don't make changes and not that you don't continue to grow and expand, because this energy is very much about growth and expansion, but not falling into the trap that you have to wait to get there in order to be happy. So this is an energy you want to look at as well, and release any belief that says I need to be somewhere else before I can be happy, and really know at your core that no, I can be happy now. Joy is a choice I can make now. Good fortune is a choice that I can make now. So that's one side of this energy. And then another side that can kind of express in the shadow form can be impulsive, like impulsive to the point where it's reckless. So sometimes being impulsive can be awesome because we're like living in the moment and we're trusting our gut instinct and our intuition. Other times it can be like, oh, I charged into this without really being prepared and now I'm not sure where to go next. So be aware of where that may be coming through in your life, or where you also may be giving up on things too quickly without persisting and giving it another try. So that's another way that the shadow of Sagittarius can manifest, is being like, oh, I tried this, didn't work, on to the next. When maybe if it's something that you really want and like your soul feels called toward it, just because it's not working right away doesn't mean it's not going to work. It may just mean you need to adjust a few things. So that's another element you may want to look at, how that's playing out in your life as well, and just really be honest with yourself and say, is this something that doesn't light me up anymore? Am I just not enjoying this anymore? Or do I just need to take a new approach? So let me know if this is resonating with you. This is making sense. Okay, Caitlin, hello. Caitlin shared it out. Oh, thank you. I so appreciate that. Rashi, I agree. I don't have to be stuck in an unhealthy relationship. I'm taking a break to figure out what I want and where I want to be. Awesome. Holding energetic space for you, Rashi, and sending lots of love your way, for sure. We do not have to stay in situations we are not happy with. And this energy today is going to give like all of us that boost to say it's time to move on. And I think that's like the wisdom of Sagittarius too, is like knowing in our life and in our heart when it is time to move on and not staying stuck. So some of the signs of the zodiac that are like a fixed energy, and that can be good when it's like persisting and getting things through, but you can stay stuck in situations for too long. This energy of Sagittarius and Gemini, which is very versatile, it's about knowing when to move on, and this isn't working anymore and it's time to move on. So we can really have that wisdom pouring into us as well with Sagittarius. Good morning, Sherry. Bonnie, you mentioned another group you have. Can you clarify, please? So Bonnie, yes. So I also have a Goddess Sisterhood, and this is my new membership site. And as part of that, we manifest by working with cosmic energy. You manifest by working with your angels and guides. So yes, if anybody's interested in that, send me a message. It's a beautiful sisterhood, and it's all about just helping you co-create magic with the universe. And it's the place to be if you're like loving these astrology talks and you want to take it deeper and really apply it to your life. So feel free to reach out, Bonnie, and I can send you the details on that for sure. Donna is ready and open to receive. Loving it. Hello, Jamie. Tanya, hello. Scrolling down, see if I'm missing any questions here. Melissa, and you find that happiness by loving and being your true, authentic self, self-love. Oh, so true. Well said. It really does start with that. And love is the vibration and energy of abundance, of prosperity. And when we're loving ourselves, we're able to love others, and we're really all interconnected. So I think when we can truly like love somebody else, we are loving ourselves as well, because we're all connected, right? We're all one. Making sense. Very cool. Thank you, Rashi, saying I love that color. Thank you. Hi, Katie. How are you? Jacqueline, making total sense right now for me, how to work with more of my shadow thinking. Yeah, and that's why I really love to highlight some of the shadow side as well, especially when we're talking about the moon. So the moon in your natal chart or your birth chart, that's the side of you that's like where you find your security in the world, your sense of comfort, your sense of safety. It's what you need on an emotional level, and it's also the shadow because it's hidden from the surface. And it's so interesting, especially in Western astrology, we focus so much on our zodiac sign, our sun sign, which is what the world sees. That's like our personality, but there's so much more to it, and the moon is what's underneath the surface. The moon is who you are on like a very deep core level. So it's really powerful to like study that and know that energy in yourself, and then following these moon phases as well and knowing the shadow side, because these are all archetypes. All the signs of the zodiac are archetypes that exist within you, and knowing like how to step into the highest expression of each sign and what the shadow can look like really brings about transformation for you. And it's really cool, like even looking at people's natal charts, I can see like where they are in the highest form of expression, like where it's possible for them to be, and also some of the challenges that they may be facing. And I think we choose like our birth chart, we choose our astrology because we know there's certain life lessons we're here to learn, and there's certain habits or difficulties that we're ready just to move and evolve beyond. So it's really cool. Donna's saying she loves being in the sisterhood. Lena loves it. I love both of you goddesses, and it's an honor to be on that journey with you. Rita, spreading love and kindness. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. I did make some notes on this, and I have my chart, but let's see if I'm missing anything else here. Okay, not really in relation to the full moon. We do have, so the sun in Gemini right now, and Mercury rules over Gemini, and Mercury is getting ready tomorrow to move into its home sign of Gemini as well. So it really is this lightness to the energy as well. So I want you to open up and like fully embrace that and embody that and anchor that energy within you of prosperity, of good fortune, of expansion, of growth, and of rising above any of the challenges in your life. Just set that intention that you will be guided to rise above it, that you have the power to rise above it, and this cosmic energy will really assist you in that right now. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. Full moon blessings to you all. If you want me to have a closer look at your birth chart, reach out. It is always an honor and pleasure to be able to do readings for people and dive in and look at their charts and give them guidance on how some of these transits are personally affecting their chart. If you want more info on the Goddess Sisterhood, reach out as well. We have lots going on in there this week because it is the full moon. And otherwise, thank you for being here. Full moon blessings to you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.